Welcome to Napoleon's Power Talk. Today we're diving deep into a topic that will separate your habits from your destiny. The title is The Power of Relentless Belief, How to Reprogram Your Mind for Unstoppable Success. And I've broken this journey down into 10 powerful parts, each one built to challenge, stretch, and grow you. So buckle up. Let's begin with part 1. Reprogram your mind for success, the power of relentless belief. Have you ever felt the silent pull of something greater within you? Have you ever wondered why some people rise while others remain bound to the same patterns for years? Today I want you to hear me, not just with your ears, but with your spirit. I want you to feel these words as if they are the whisper of your future self calling you toward the summit you have always known is yours. Because you are not here to live a mediocre life. You are not here to simply wake up, eat, work, sleep, and repeat, while your dreams suffocate in the darkness of neglect. You are here to remember who you truly are. You are here to discover the power of relentless belief, the kind that will reprogram your mind for unstoppable success. Listen to me and listen closely. Your mind is your greatest asset or your deepest prison. It is your most loyal servant or your harshest jailer. And you, yes you, have the power to choose which it will be, starting from this very moment. I have seen men rise from the ashes of defeat because they chose to believe, not once, not twice, but every single day, with every breath, with every cell in their body vibrating with the frequency of certainty. I have seen women who the world told were not enough become forces of nature, not because they were handed success, but because they trained their minds to become unstoppable. You see, every single limitation you believe you have is a lie. It is a lie built by repetition, by fear, by the cautious whispers of those who gave up on their own dreams, who told you to be realistic, to play small, to avoid the risks that growth demands. It is a lie reinforced by every failure you allowed to define you, every rejection you took as a sign you were not worthy, every delay you mistook for denial. And I want you to declare today, I will not be defined by lies any longer. Repeat this within your mind. I am worthy of the life I desire. I am worthy of the success I crave. I am worthy of the abundance, the freedom, the impact I want to leave on this world. Say it again. Say it until it shakes the walls of your self-doubt. Say it until the parts of you that want to hide, the parts of you that want to quit, have no choice but to listen. Because the truth is, you are not here to live a life that feels empty, or to stay trapped in a job that drains your spirit, or to stay in relationships that suffocate your potential. You are here to build, to grow, to lead, to love, to inspire, and to live with a fire in your soul that cannot be extinguished by the winds of adversity. And it begins with belief. Not the kind of belief you speak once at midnight and forget by sunrise, but the relentless belief that becomes your operating system, the core programming of your mind, the non-negotiable standard you hold for yourself. You must understand this. Every thought you allow into your mind is a seed. Every word you speak is a seed. Every action you take waters those seeds. The question is, what are you planting each day? Are you planting seeds of fear, seeds of hesitation, seeds of lack, seeds of I can't, I'm not enough, it's too late, it's too hard, it's impossible? Or are you planting seeds of faith, seeds of courage, seeds of resilience, seeds of I will, I must, I am capable, I am becoming, I will not be stopped? Because what you plant is what will grow, and what grows will become the reality you live in. This is not philosophy, this is law, the law of your mind, the law of your focus, the law of your life. And I want you to take full responsibility for this moment. No excuses, no blaming your parents, your past, your environment, your education, your circumstances, your failures. Take them all, look them in the eye and say, I see you, but you do not control me anymore. Because every great person who has ever lived had reasons to quit. Every person who ever built an empire, every person who created a legacy, every person who reached the top of their field faced moments when giving up seemed logical, even inevitable, but they chose differently. They chose to believe even when evidence was lacking. They chose to persist even when progress was invisible. They chose to move forward even when their legs were shaking, even when they were tired, even when they were alone, even when nobody understood why they were still trying. You want unstoppable success? Then you must develop unstoppable belief, a belief that is not conditional on your current circumstances, your current bank balance, your current network, your current skills, your current energy, a belief that is rooted in your decision, your intention, your willingness to become who you are meant to be. Because let me tell you something most people will never understand. The world does not give you what you want. It gives you what you are prepared to receive. And preparation begins with belief. If you do not believe you deserve more, you will sabotage every opportunity that comes your way. You will procrastinate on your dreams. You will waste time on distractions. You will find reasons to delay, to settle, to shrink. But if you believe, truly believe, that you are worthy of abundance, worthy of health, worthy of love, worthy of freedom, worthy of success, you will act in alignment with that belief. You will pursue your goals with urgency. You will say no to things that waste your time. You will wake up with purpose, with fire, with hunger. And let me remind you, hunger is the gateway to transformation. The hunger for a better life, the hunger to contribute, the hunger to grow, the hunger to see what you are truly capable of achieving. Are you hungry enough? Because if you are not, life will test you until you either become hungry or you give up. You cannot wait for the perfect time. You cannot wait for motivation to strike you. You cannot wait for everything to align before you begin. You must start where you are, with what you have, and you must begin now. You want to reprogram your mind? Then stop feeding it garbage. Stop spending hours scrolling through meaningless content, comparing yourself to people who do not matter, consuming negativity, arguments, and drama that drain your spirit. Replace it with wisdom. Replace it with books that elevate your mind, with videos that expand your vision, with conversations that challenge you to rise higher. Replace it with silence, with stillness, with moments of reflection where you can hear your own voice beneath the noise, because your mind will become whatever you feed it. If you feed it doubt, it will produce fear. If you feed it inspiration, it will produce courage. If you feed it complaints, it will produce excuses. If you feed it goals, it will produce plans. And remember this, you do not get what you wish for. You get what you work for, what you fight for, what you refuse to give up on. Success is not an accident. It is not a lottery ticket. It is not something you stumble upon by luck. It is the result of consistent, focused, intentional action, fueled by a mind programmed to win. And programming your mind is your responsibility. No one can do it for you. No mentor, no coach, no motivational video can do the work for you. They can guide you, they can inspire you, but you must decide, you must act, you must persist. And when you fail, because you will fail, you must remember, failure is not final. It is feedback. It is a lesson. It is a stepping stone. Every failure carries within it the seeds of success if you have the courage to look for them. Failure does not define you. Quitting defines you. Giving up defines you. Settling defines you. But as long as you keep moving, as long as you keep learning, as long as you keep believing, you are on your way. And do not be afraid to fail. Be afraid of staying the same. Be afraid of waking up 10 years from now with the same fears, the same excuses, the same regrets, the same unfulfilled potential. You were not born to stay the same. You were born to evolve, to grow, to expand, to contribute, to live a life that reflects your deepest desires, not your deepest fears. And the journey begins within. It begins with the decision to believe in yourself, to believe in your vision, to believe in your capacity to learn, to grow, to adapt, to overcome, to succeed. Your mind is powerful beyond measure. It will become your greatest weapon if you train it, or it will remain your greatest enemy if you neglect it. You must train your mind daily, just as you would train your body. You must feed it positivity, discipline, clarity, focus, and the relentless pursuit of your goals. Every morning declare your intentions. Every morning visualize your success. Every morning remind yourself why you started, why you must continue, why you will not stop. Because when your why is strong enough, your how will appear. And let me tell you this, the universe responds to the power of your intention. When you are clear about what you want, when you move with conviction, when you refuse to accept less than what you desire, opportunities will appear, resources will appear, people will appear, but they will only appear for those who are prepared, those who are ready, those who are willing to pay the price, to do the work, to persist until they succeed. And you, my friend, you are capable of this. You are capable of greatness, of abundance, of freedom, of impact. Do not let fear stop you. Do not let doubt stop you. Do not let the opinions of others stop you. Do not let temporary setbacks stop you. You are stronger than you think. You are more powerful than you can imagine. You are capable of creating a life that you are proud to live, but it begins with belief. Relentless belief, the belief that you will find a way, no matter what, the belief that every challenge is an opportunity to grow, the belief that your dreams are possible and you are worthy of achieving them. And now, as you finish listening to these words, I want you to make a promise to yourself. Promise yourself that you will no longer live in fear. Promise yourself that you will no longer settle for less than you deserve. Promise yourself that you will believe in yourself every day, even when it is hard, even when it hurts, even when it seems impossible. Promise yourself that you will reprogram your mind for success, for abundance, for greatness. And then, go out and live in alignment with that promise. Take action, take risks, invest in yourself, learn, grow, fail, try again, build, create, lead, inspire, because your future self is waiting for you, and the world is waiting for the gifts you have within you. Do not waste another day living below your potential. Stand up, step forward, and become the person you were born to be. Part 2. Unlock unstoppable success with Napoleon Hill's secret principles. Are you ready to break the cycle that has kept you from the life you desire? Are you ready to become the architect of your destiny instead of a prisoner of your habits? because today is not just another day. Today is a turning point, a moment when you reclaim the power that you have always carried within you, the power to direct your mind toward greatness, regardless of where you have been, regardless of what you have faced, regardless of how many times you have been knocked down. The world around you will try to convince you that change is slow, that growth is painful, that success is reserved for the few, for the privileged, for the lucky. But those are stories told by those who have chosen to accept limitation as their reality. And you are not here to accept limitations. You are here to transcend them. The first principle I want you to embrace today is that your thoughts shape your world. Every outcome you experience begins in the invisible realm of your mind. Every action you take, every decision you make, every habit you form is rooted in your thoughts. Your mind is a factory of your reality. It is a soil that will grow whatever seed you plant within it, and it will not question whether it is planting weeds or flowers. It will simply grow what you plant, water what you water, nurture what you nurture. If you constantly dwell on problems, you will find more problems. If you constantly dwell on lack, you will see more lack. If you constantly dwell on fear, you will live in fear. But if you choose to dwell on solutions, you will see possibilities where others see dead ends. If you choose to dwell on abundance, you will attract opportunities that align with that frequency. If you choose to dwell on courage, you will find the strength to take the steps you have been avoiding for far too long. This is not a game of luck, it is a game of focus. What you focus on expands. What you give your energy to will grow. Your thoughts are like magnets pulling toward you the people, the circumstances, the events, the opportunities that match their vibration. You cannot afford to entertain thoughts that do not serve your growth, your peace, your purpose. When doubt enters your mind, you have a choice to reject it or to feed it. When fear whispers in your ear, you have a choice to surrender or to stand firm. When negativity tries to find a home in your spirit, you have a choice to accept it or to replace it with a thought of power. Most people are living lives that reflect their fears instead of their dreams because they have allowed the weeds of doubt to grow unchecked in the gardens of their minds. But you are not most people. You are a warrior of your mind. You are the gatekeeper of your thoughts. You are the commander of your focus, and you must be vigilant because the mind will reflect whatever you allow it to dwell upon. Every single day, you must guard your mind against the poison of negativity, against the poison of comparison, against the poison of small thinking. And it begins with awareness. You cannot change what you do not observe. You cannot transform what you do not acknowledge. Pay attention to your thoughts. Listen to the words you say to yourself when you wake up in the morning. Listen to the stories you repeat to yourself when you face a challenge. Listen to the beliefs you hold about what is possible for you, about what you deserve, about who you are. If those stories are filled with limitation, with fear, with excuses, it is time to rewrite them, because your mind will believe whatever you tell it repeatedly. Your subconscious mind does not argue with you, it accepts what you give it as truth, so give it new truths. Tell yourself you are worthy of success. Tell yourself you are capable of achieving greatness. Tell yourself you are resilient, that you are powerful, that you are resourceful, that you are unstoppable. And do not just say it once and forget it. Repeat it daily with conviction, with emotion, with intention, because repetition is the mother of mastery, and you must master your mind if you want to master your life. You see, belief is not a one-time event. It is a practice, a discipline, a habit that you cultivate every single day. Most people believe in themselves only when things are going well, when evidence supports their confidence, when success is visible, but true belief, relentless belief, is forged in the darkness. It is forged in the moments when nothing is working, when failure is all around you, when rejection is loud, when progress is invisible. It is in those moments that you must choose to believe anyway. When the world says you cannot, you must whisper to yourself, I will. When the evidence says it is impossible, you must remind yourself, nothing is impossible. When fear screams stop, you must declare, I will continue. Because belief is a decision, not a reaction. It is a choice you make, not a feeling you wait for. Do not wait for circumstances to give you permission to believe. Decide to believe, and your circumstances will begin to align with your decision. This is how you reprogram your mind for unstoppable success. You create a new identity for yourself, one thought at a time, one affirmation at a time, one decision at a time. You see, your identity shapes your behavior. If you believe you are a quitter, you will quit. If you believe you are a winner, you will find a way to win. You must begin to see yourself as the person you want to become, even before the evidence appears, even before the success is visible, even before the world recognizes your potential, because the world will see you the way you see yourself. If you walk with your head down, the world will look down on you. If you walk with your head high, with confidence, with certainty, the world will respond to you differently. Your belief in yourself sets the tone for how others perceive you and how opportunities respond to you. And I know you may have faced disappointments. I know you may have tried and failed. I know you may have been rejected, abandoned, ridiculed, or overlooked. But let me remind you, your past does not define your future. Your failures do not define your potential. Your setbacks do not define your destiny. They are lessons. They are teachers. They are stepping stones. The only way you can lose is if you give up. The only way you can fail permanently is if you decide to stop trying. Success is reserved for those who refuse to quit, who refuse to settle, who refuse to let temporary setbacks become permanent defeat. And you, my friend, are one of those people. You have a fire within you, a light that cannot be extinguished by the winds of adversity, a strength that cannot be broken by the weight of challenges, a spirit that cannot be defeated by the circumstances around you. You must choose to tap into that fire, to protect that light, to rise with that strength, and you do it by believing. Every morning when you wake up, before you check your phone, before you engage with the world, take a moment to affirm your identity. Say to yourself, I am powerful, I am capable, I am resilient, I am worthy of success, I am focused, I am disciplined, I am becoming the person I was born to be. And then live in alignment with those words, because belief without action is empty. You must back your belief with action, with effort, with discipline, with persistence. Your mind will give you the confidence to act, and your actions will reinforce your belief. It is a cycle, a loop that builds momentum. The more you believe, the more you act. The more you act, the more you believe. And with each day, you will find yourself growing, evolving, transforming. You will find yourself becoming more focused, more disciplined, more confident. You will find yourself attracting opportunities, resources, and people who align with your vision. You will find yourself living a life that feels aligned with your true purpose, a life that excites you, a life that challenges you, a life that fulfills you. But it begins within. You do not need permission from the world to believe in yourself. You do not need validation from others to pursue your dreams. You do not need approval from anyone to live the life you desire. You only need your own permission, your own decision, your own commitment. Decide today that you will no longer live in fear. Decide today that you will no longer entertain doubts that hold you back. Decide today that you will no longer settle for a life that does not reflect your potential. Decide today that you will reprogram your mind for unstoppable success. And understand this, it will not be easy. You will face challenges. You will face setbacks. You will face moments of doubt, but do not let those moments define you. Use them as fuel. Use them as motivation. Use them as reminders of your commitment, because every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger. Every setback you experience is an opportunity to learn. Every moment of doubt is an opportunity to practice belief. You are on a journey of becoming, a journey of evolving, a journey of fulfilling your purpose. Do not rush the process. Trust the process. Trust that every step you take, no matter how small, is moving you closer to your dreams. Trust that every effort you make, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is building the foundation for your success. Trust that every day you choose to believe in yourself is a day you are aligning your mind with the frequency of abundance, of greatness, of freedom. You are powerful beyond measure. You are capable of achieving greatness beyond your wildest dreams. You are worthy of living a life that excites you, that fulfills you, that inspires you. Do not let fear steal your future. Do not let doubt rob you of your potential. Do not let the opinions of others dictate your destiny. You are the author of your story. You are the creator of your reality. You are the master of your mind, and your mind is your greatest tool, your greatest ally, your greatest weapon in the pursuit of your dreams. Train it, guard it, use it, because when you control your mind, you control your life, and when you control your life, you become unstoppable. Today I challenge you to step into your power, to embrace your potential, to live with intention, to act with purpose, to believe with conviction, because the world needs your gifts, the world needs your talents, the world needs your vision, and it all begins with your belief. Believe in yourself, even when no one else does. Believe in your dreams, even when they seem impossible. Believe in your potential, even when your past tries to convince you otherwise. Because you are not defined by where you have been, you are defined by where you decide to go. And I promise you this, if you choose to believe, if you choose to act, if you choose to persist, you will create a life that not only fulfills you, but inspires others to rise with you. And that, my friend, is the power of relentless belief. Your journey has just begun. Part 3. How to break free from fear and live your purpose. What would your life look like if you truly believed in yourself every single day? What would change if you removed every doubt, every fear, every excuse that has held you back and replaced it with the unshakable conviction that your dreams are possible and you are worthy of living them? Today I want you to walk with me into that vision. I want you to feel what it would be like to live with relentless belief, to live with the kind of certainty that moves mountains, that changes destinies, that creates miracles. Because here is the truth you must understand. You are the ceiling and the floor of your life. Your beliefs set the boundaries of what you will attempt, what you will tolerate, and what you will achieve. If you believe you can only go so far, you will never go further. If you believe you are not meant for greatness, you will sabotage every opportunity that tries to take you there. If you believe success is for others and not for you, you will reject every blessing life tries to give you. But if you believe you are capable, you will find a way. If you believe you are worthy, you will attract opportunities that match your worth. If you believe you are destined for greatness, you will rise to meet that destiny. You see, belief is the fuel that drives your actions, and your actions create your results. Your results reinforce your beliefs, and the cycle continues. This is why it is critical to align your beliefs with the vision you have for your life. If you want to achieve extraordinary success, you must cultivate extraordinary beliefs. Beliefs that empower you, that strengthen you, that propel you into action, that sustain you in the face of adversity. And these beliefs are not inherited. They are created, they are chosen, they are built, day by day, decision by decision, action by action. No one else can do this work for you. You must choose to believe, even when it is hard, even when it is uncomfortable, even when it feels unnatural, because at first it will feel unnatural. Your old beliefs, your old patterns, your old identity will resist the change. They will whisper to you, telling you to stay where it is safe, where it is familiar, where it is comfortable. But comfort is the enemy of growth. Familiarity is the enemy of progress. Safety is the enemy of greatness. You must be willing to step into the discomfort of new beliefs, the discomfort of growth, the discomfort of stretching beyond your current limitations. Because it is in that discomfort that you will find your power. It is in that discomfort that you will discover what you are truly capable of achieving. Do not fear discomfort. Do not fear challenges. Do not fear failure. These are the tools that life uses to shape you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for the life you desire. Every challenge you face is an invitation to grow. Every setback you experience is an opportunity to learn. Every failure you encounter is a lesson that will guide you towards success if you have the courage to keep going. You must redefine what these experiences mean to you. Most people see challenges as obstacles, but you must see them as opportunities. Most people see setbacks as reasons to quit, but you must see them as reasons to persist. Most people see failure as the end, but you must see it as the beginning of your next breakthrough. Your perspective will shape your reality. You can choose to see the world as a place of scarcity, of limitations, of fear, or you can choose to see the world as a place of abundance, of possibilities, of opportunities. And that choice will determine the quality of your life, because what you focus on, you will find. If you look for reasons to fail, you will find them. If you look for reasons to succeed, you will find them. If you look for problems, they will appear everywhere. If you look for solutions, you will discover them, even in the darkest of times. Your mind is a powerful tool, but it must be directed with intention. Do not allow your mind to wander aimlessly, focusing on what you do not want, what you fear, what you wish to avoid. Direct your mind toward what you desire, what you want to create, what you want to experience. Every day, take time to visualize your goals, to see them clearly in your mind, to feel them as if they have already happened. This is not wishful thinking. It is a practice of aligning your mind with your desires. Your mind cannot distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is real. When you visualize your goals with emotion and clarity, your mind begins to accept them as reality, and it will guide your actions, your decisions, and your behaviors to align with that reality. Visualization is a powerful tool for reprogramming your mind for success, but it must be accompanied by action. You cannot simply sit and visualize your dreams and expect them to manifest without effort. Visualization is the seed, but action is the water that makes it grow. Every day, take steps toward your goals. Even if they are small steps, take them. Even if progress is slow, keep moving, because consistency is more powerful than intensity. It is not what you do once that shapes your life, but what you do consistently. You do not need to take massive leaps every day. You simply need to move forward, one step at a time, with faith, with persistence, with relentless belief. Over time, those small steps will compound into massive results. Over time, those daily actions will transform your life. Over time, you will become the person you need to be to live the life you desire. But you must start now. You must stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect plan. There is no perfect moment. There are only moments, and it is your responsibility to make them perfect by taking action. Do not allow fear to paralyze you. Do not allow doubt to stop you. Do not allow the opinions of others to dictate your decisions. Your life is yours to live. Your dreams are yours to pursue. Your future is yours to create. Take ownership of your life. Take responsibility for your dreams. Take action toward your goals, and do it with belief. Believe that you are capable. Believe that you are worthy. Believe that you will find a way, because you will. You have within you the strength, the resilience, the intelligence, the creativity to overcome any obstacle, to solve any problem, to achieve any goal. You simply need to believe it, to act on it, and to persist until it becomes your reality. And do not expect the journey to be easy. There will be challenges, there will be setbacks, there will be moments of doubt, but these are not signs that you should quit. They are tests to see how badly you want it. If you give up at the first sign of difficulty, you do not truly want it. If you quit when it gets hard, you do not truly desire it. Your actions will reveal your true intentions. If you truly desire success, you will find a way. You will persist. You will adapt. You will overcome. You will not let temporary pain stop you from achieving permanent success. You will use challenges as fuel, setbacks as lessons, and failures as stepping stones. Because you know that the only way to fail permanently is to quit. And you are not a quitter. You are a fighter. You are a warrior. You are a creator. You are the architect of your destiny. And you will create a life that reflects your true potential, your deepest desires, your highest purpose. But it begins within. It begins with your mind, with your beliefs, with your thoughts. Guard your mind. Feed it with positivity, with inspiration, with knowledge. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who challenge you, who support your growth. Remove negativity from your environment, from your conversations, from your daily habits. Your environment shapes your mind, and your mind shapes your life. Create an environment that supports your success. Fill your space with reminders of your goals, your vision, your purpose. Read books that inspire you. Listen to audios that motivate you. Watch videos that expand your mindset. Invest in yourself. Invest in your growth. Invest in your dreams, because you are your greatest asset. The more you grow, the more your life will grow. The more you invest in yourself, the more your value will increase. The more you believe in yourself, the more the world will believe in you. Your journey is unique. Your path is yours alone to walk. Your dreams are yours alone to fulfill. Do not compare your journey to others. Do not measure your progress against someone else's timeline. Do not let the noise of the world distract you from your mission. Stay focused, stay committed, stay true to yourself. And remember, success is not just about what you achieve. It is about who you become in the process. It is about becoming a person of integrity, of discipline, of resilience, of courage, of compassion. It is about living a life that reflects your values, your passions, your purpose. Do not chase success at the expense of your soul. Do not pursue goals that do not align with who you truly are. Take time to reflect on what you truly desire, on what truly matters to you, on what kind of life you want to live, and then pursue it with everything you have. Live with intention, act with purpose, believe with conviction, because you only get one life, and it is too precious to waste on fear, on doubt, on regret. You have the power to create the life you desire. You have the power to become the person you want to be. You have the power to live your dreams, but it begins with you. It begins with your decision to believe. It begins with your commitment to act. It begins with your willingness to persist. Do not wait for tomorrow. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not wait for someone else to save you. You are your own hero. You are your own savior. You are your own solution. Believe in yourself. Take action. Persist, and you will become unstoppable. Part 4, Building Unshakable Confidence. Master your mindset. Have you truly decided that you will no longer live below your potential? Have you reached the point where you are tired of living the same year over and over, calling it a life, while your dreams remain locked away inside you? Because the moment you truly decide, that you will transform your life, everything begins to change. The world will not change for you until you change within. The doors will not open until you start knocking with belief, with hunger, with a commitment that does not waver when challenges appear. You see, your destiny is shaped in the quiet moments when no one is watching. It is shaped in your thoughts, in your beliefs, in your decisions. It is shaped in the way you respond to setbacks, in the way you talk to yourself when you fail, in the way you rise after you fall. Most people believe that success is a result of luck or the right circumstances. But success is not given, it is earned, and it is earned in the mind before it is earned in reality. If you want to live a life of freedom, abundance, and purpose, you must first believe you are worthy of it. You must believe you are capable of creating it. You must believe it is possible for you, regardless of your past, regardless of your current situation, regardless of what others may say, because the world will reflect back to you what you believe about yourself. If you believe you are unworthy, you will push away opportunities, you will sabotage your progress, you will stay small to match your beliefs. But if you believe you are worthy, you will take bold actions, you will pursue your goals with courage, you will persist when others quit. Your beliefs are the foundation upon which your life is built. If your beliefs are weak, your foundation is weak, and your life will reflect that weakness. But if your beliefs are strong, your foundation is strong, and your life will reflect that strength. You must build beliefs that support your growth, that align with your vision, that empower you to take action, and it begins with awareness. What do you currently believe about yourself, about your potential, about what is possible for you? Are your beliefs empowering you or limiting you? Are they pushing you forward or holding you back? Are they expanding your vision or shrinking it? You must examine your beliefs honestly, without judgment, without excuses, because you cannot change what you do not acknowledge. Once you identify the beliefs that are holding you back, you must replace them with beliefs that will move you forward. This is not an overnight process. It is a daily practice, a commitment to reprogram your mind, to replace old patterns with new ones, to build a mindset that aligns with the life you want to create. And it requires repetition. Just as you did not develop your current beliefs overnight, you will not develop new beliefs overnight. You must repeat them daily, with emotion, with intention, with faith. Every morning, remind yourself of who you are becoming. Remind yourself of your goals, your vision, your purpose. Speak your new beliefs into existence. I am worthy of success. I am capable of achieving greatness. I am disciplined, focused, and resilient. I attract opportunities that align with my goals. I am becoming the person I need to be to live the life I desire. Do not just say these words without feeling. Feel them in your heart. Believe them in your spirit. Let them sink into your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind accepts what you repeatedly tell it, especially when it is charged with emotion. It will begin to align your thoughts, your actions, your behaviors with these new beliefs. And as your beliefs change, your actions will change. As your actions change, your results will change. As your results change, your life will change. This is the process of transformation. It begins within and manifests without. But you must be patient. You must trust the process. You must persist, even when you do not see immediate results. Because change is not always visible at first. It happens beneath the surface, in your thoughts, in your beliefs, in your habits. It takes time for the seeds you plant to grow, for the roots to take hold, for the results to appear. Do not give up just because it is taking longer than you expected. Do not quit just because it is hard. Do not abandon your dreams because you are facing challenges. Challenges are a part of the journey. They are not obstacles meant to stop you. They are opportunities meant to strengthen you. Every challenge you face is preparing you for the success you desire. Every setback you experience is teaching you lessons you will need on your journey. Every failure you encounter is building your resilience, your character, your strength. Do not fear challenges. Embrace them, learn from them, grow through them, because the path to success is not a straight line. It is filled with twists and turns, with ups and downs, with victories and failures. But if you persist, if you continue to believe, if you continue to take action, you will succeed. You will create the life you desire. You will become the person you want to be. You will live your dreams. But you must not give up. You must develop a mindset that refuses to quit, a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities, a mindset that believes in possibilities, a mindset that is committed to growth. This is the mindset of champions. This is the mindset of successful people. This is the mindset you must cultivate, and it is built daily through your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions. Start by taking control of your thoughts. Pay attention to what you think about throughout the day. Are your thoughts supporting your goals, or are they undermining them? If you catch yourself thinking negatively, stop and replace that thought with a positive one. If you find yourself focusing on problems, shift your focus to solutions. If you notice yourself doubting your abilities, remind yourself of your strengths, your past victories, your potential. Your mind is a garden, and your thoughts are the seeds. You can choose to plant seeds of positivity, of faith, of courage, of determination, or you can allow weeds of doubt, fear, and negativity to grow. You are the gardener of your mind. You must tend to it daily. You must water the seeds that you want to grow, and you must remove the weeds that threaten to choke your dreams, and you must take action. Belief without action is empty. It is not enough to believe. You must act on your beliefs. If you believe you are capable, prove it through your actions. If you believe you are worthy, show it through your decisions. If you believe you can achieve your goals, work toward them every day. Action is what transforms beliefs into reality. It is what bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be, and you must be consistent. Success is not the result of what you do occasionally, it is the result of what you do consistently. Small actions taken consistently over time will lead to big results. Do not underestimate the power of daily habits, of small disciplines, of consistent effort. If you want to change your life, change what you do daily. Your daily habits will determine your future. Are your habits aligned with your goals? Are your daily actions moving you closer to your dreams, or are they keeping you stuck where you are? Examine your habits honestly. Identify the ones that are serving you and keep them. Identify the ones that are harming you and replace them with better ones. This is how you reprogram your mind and your life, through intentional thoughts, empowering beliefs, consistent actions, and supportive habits. And you must surround yourself with the right environment. Your environment has a powerful impact on your mindset, your beliefs, your actions. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who encourage you, who challenge you to grow. Avoid negative influences, toxic relationships, and environments that drain your energy. Create an environment that supports your growth. Fill your space with reminders of your goals, your vision, your dreams. Read books that inspire you. Listen to audios that motivate you. Watch videos that educate you. Invest in your personal growth. Invest in your mind. Invest in your future, because you are your greatest asset. The more you grow, the more your life will grow. Do not wait for the world to change. Change yourself, and the world around you will change in response. You have the power to create the life you desire. You have the ability to become the person you want to be. You have the potential to achieve your dreams, but it begins with your decision to believe. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams. Believe in your potential. Believe in your ability to overcome challenges. Believe in your worthiness to succeed. And then take action. Take consistent, focused, intentional action toward your goals. Do not wait for motivation. Create it through action. Do not wait for confidence. Build it through progress. Do not wait for opportunities. Create them through your efforts. You are capable of achieving greatness. You are capable of living your dreams. You are capable of making a difference in the world, but you must believe it and you must act on it. Today is your day to decide. Today is your day to commit. Today is your day to begin, because the only thing standing between you and the life you desire is the decision to believe and the courage to act. Make that decision now. Take that action today and watch as your life transforms. Part 5. Relentless discipline. The secret to lasting success. Do you know why so many people give up on their dreams? It is not because they lack talent. It is not because they lack opportunity. It is not because they are incapable. They give up because they have allowed doubt to become louder than their belief. They allow the whispers of fear to drown out the roar of their potential. They allow the opinions of others to override the voice within them that says, "You can." But that will not be your story, because you will learn to master the voice within you, to train it, to strengthen it, to make it louder than any doubt, any fear, any negativity that tries to invade your mind. Your inner voice is your guide, your compass, your greatest ally, but only if you train it to serve you, only if you feed it the words that empower you, only if you align it with your vision. Because if you do not control your mind will control you. If you do not decide what to think, your environment will decide for you. If you do not protect your focus, distractions will steal it. If you do not consciously choose your beliefs, you will inherit the limiting beliefs of those around you. You are not born to live by default. You are born to live by design. To live by design, you must first design your mind. What does that mean? It means deciding with intention what you will allow yourself to think, to believe, to focus on, to pursue. It means deciding what success means to you, what happiness means to you, what fulfillment means to you. It means taking control of your inner world so that you can shape your outer world. Your mind is like a thermostat, setting the temperature of your life. If you set your thermostat at a low level, you will live at that level, no matter how many opportunities come your way. If your mindset is set to scarcity, you will experience scarcity even in the midst of abundance. If your mindset is set to fear, you will experience fear even when there is nothing to fear. If your mindset is set to limitation, you will experience limitation even when there are endless possibilities around you. But if you set your thermostat to abundance, to courage, to faith, to growth, you will begin to experience those things regardless of your current circumstances. You must decide to reset your thermostat, to reprogram your mind, to align your thoughts and beliefs with the life you want to create, and it begins with your self-talk. What do you say to yourself when you fail? What do you say to yourself when you face a challenge? What do you say to yourself when you think about your dreams? Do you encourage yourself or do you criticize yourself? Do you build yourself up or do you tear yourself down? Do you speak words of faith or words of fear? Your words are powerful. They are seeds that you plant in your mind, seeds that will grow into your reality. If you constantly tell yourself that you cannot, that you are not good enough, that it is impossible, you will live a life that reflects those words. But if you tell yourself that you can, that you are capable, that it is possible, you will begin to live a life that reflects those words. You must become your greatest encourager, your greatest supporter, your greatest believer. Because if you do not believe in yourself, it will not matter who else does. Belief is the foundation of achievement. It is the fuel that drives you, the force that sustains you, the power that lifts you. Without belief, you will give up when it gets hard. Without belief, you will settle for less. Without belief, you will live a life of regret. But with belief, you will find a way. With belief, you will persist through challenges. With belief, you will rise after every fall. Belief is a decision you make every day. It is not a feeling you wait for. It is not something that happens to you. It is a choice you make, a commitment you honor, a discipline you practice. You can choose to believe even when you do not feel like it. You can choose to believe even when the evidence says otherwise. You can choose to believe even when others doubt you, because belief is not about what is happening outside of you. It is about what you decide inside of you. When you believe in yourself, you activate your potential. You unlock your creativity. You unleash your resourcefulness. You begin to see possibilities where others see limitations. You begin to take actions that align with your goals. You begin to attract opportunities that resonate with your energy. The world responds to the energy you put out. If you put out fear, you will attract fear. If you put out doubt, you will attract situations that confirm your doubt. But if you put out belief, confidence, and faith, you will begin to attract opportunities, people, and resources that align with your vision. This is why it is critical to guard your mind, to protect your energy, to be intentional about what you focus on. You must eliminate negative influences from your life. This includes negative people, negative conversations, negative media, negative environments. You must replace them with positive influences that uplift you, inspire you, challenge you to grow. Read books that expand your mind. Listen to audios that motivate you. Surround yourself with people who believe in possibilities, who are committed to growth, who support your vision. Your environment shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your life. Take control of your environment so that it supports your growth and aligns with your goals, and you must take action. Belief without action is incomplete. You cannot simply believe and expect your dreams to manifest without effort. You must back your belief with action, with persistence, with discipline. Action is what turns belief into reality. It is what transforms your dreams from thoughts into experiences, and you must take consistent action, not just when you feel motivated, but especially when you do not. Motivation is temporary, but discipline is reliable. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you do not feel like doing it. Discipline is honoring your commitments, keeping your promises to yourself, following through on your goals. If you want to build confidence, keep the promises you make to yourself. If you want to build self-belief, follow through on your commitments. Every time you take action toward your goals, you build momentum. Every time you follow through, you build trust in yourself. Every time you persist, you strengthen your belief. Action feeds belief, and belief feeds action. The more you act, the more you believe. The more you believe, the more you act. This creates a cycle of growth, a loop of progress, a rhythm of achievement. But you must start and you must persist. Do not wait for everything to be perfect. Do not wait for the fear to go away. Do not wait for the ideal moment. Start now with what you have, where you are. Well, take the first step, no matter how small it may seem, and then take the next step and the next. Each step will build your confidence, strengthen your belief, and move you closer to your goals. Do not underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. They are the building blocks of your success. Success is not the result of a single massive action. It is the result of small actions repeated consistently over time. If you want to change your life, change your daily habits. Change what you do every day, and you will change the direction of your life. And remember, challenges are a part of the journey. Do not fear them. Do not avoid them. Do not let them discourage you. Challenges are opportunities to grow, to learn, to strengthen your character. Each challenge you face will prepare you for the next level of your journey. Each obstacle you overcome will build your resilience and resourcefulness. When you encounter challenges, do not ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead ask, "What is this here to teach me?" Look for the lesson in every situation. Look for the growth in every challenge. Look for the opportunity in every obstacle. This mindset will transform your challenges into stepping stones toward your success. And above all, never give up. Persistence is the secret ingredient of success. It is the quality that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who abandon them. Most people give up too soon. They quit when it gets hard. They stop when they face resistance. They surrender when they encounter failure. But those who persist, who continue to believe, who continue to act, will eventually succeed, because success is inevitable for those who refuse to quit. Your journey will not be easy, but it will be worth it. You will face setbacks, but you will rise. You will encounter failures, but you will learn. You will experience challenges, but you will grow. And through it all, you will become stronger, wiser, and more capable. You will become the person you need to be to live the life you desire. And you will inspire others to rise with you, to believe in themselves, to pursue their dreams. Your life will become a testimony of what is possible when you believe, when you act, when you persist. So today, decide that you will no longer allow doubt to hold you back. Decide that you will believe in yourself, even when it is hard. Decide that you will take action, even when it is uncomfortable. Decide that you will persist, no matter what challenges you face, because you are capable, you are worthy, you are powerful. You have everything within you to create the life you desire, and it all begins with your belief. Believe in yourself, take action, persist, and you will become unstoppable. Part 6. How to build unstoppable momentum in your life. Have you ever stopped to consider the power of a single thought? A single thought can spark an idea that changes your entire future. A single thought can shift your perspective and open doors you never saw before. A single thought can be the difference between staying where you are and taking the leap toward your dreams. That is why you must guard your thoughts with relentless discipline. Because your thoughts create your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions determine your destiny. Most people live their lives on autopilot, allowing their minds to run without intention, without discipline, without awareness. They allow fear to dominate their thinking. They allow doubt to cloud their vision. They allow negativity to poison their potential. And then they wonder why they feel stuck, why their lives do not change, why their dreams remain distant. If you want to change your life, you must first change your thinking. You must become aware of your thoughts, and you must take control of them. You must replace thoughts of fear with thoughts of faith. You must replace thoughts of doubt with thoughts of belief. You must replace thoughts of limitation with thoughts of possibility. because your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant will grow. If you plant seeds of negativity, you will harvest a life of frustration and limitation. But if you plant seeds of positivity, you will harvest a life of abundance and possibility. You are the gardener of your mind. It is your responsibility to plant the seeds that will produce the life you desire, and it begins with awareness. Throughout your day, pay attention to your thoughts. Notice when you are thinking negatively, when you are doubting yourself, when you are focusing on problems instead of solutions. When you catch yourself in these patterns, stop and consciously choose a better thought. If you find yourself thinking, "I can't do this," replace it with, "I am capable and I will find a way." If you catch yourself thinking, "This is too hard," replace it with, "Challenges are opportunities for me to grow." If you notice yourself thinking, "It's impossible," replace it with, "Anything is possible if I am willing to work for it." You have the power to choose your thoughts, and by choosing your thoughts, you choose your reality. Do not let your mind be a playground for fear and doubt. Train your mind to focus on what you want, not on what you fear. This is not about ignoring reality. It is about creating a new reality through intentional focus, relentless belief, and consistent action. Because what you focus on expands. If you focus on problems, you will find more problems. If you focus on possibilities, you will find more opportunities. Your focus is one of your greatest powers. Use it wisely. Every day, take time to focus on your goals, your dreams, your vision. Visualize them with clarity and emotion. See yourself achieving your goals, living your dreams, becoming the person you want to be. Feel the emotions of success, of fulfillment, of living in alignment with your purpose. Your mind cannot distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is real. When you visualize your goals consistently, your mind begins to accept them as reality, and it will guide your actions, decisions, and behaviors to align with that reality. Visualization is not a substitute for action, but it is a powerful tool to align your mind with your goals. It programs your subconscious to work toward your vision, even when you are not consciously thinking about it. And when you combine visualization with action, you become unstoppable. But you must also guard your mind against negativity from the outside world. We live in a world that is filled with fear, doubt, and negativity. If you are not intentional, you will absorb these influences, and they will shape your thinking and your beliefs. Be mindful of what you consume, the books you read, the media you watch, the conversations you engage in, the people you spend time with. All of these are inputs that shape your mindset. Surround yourself with positivity. Read books that inspire you. Listen to audios that motivate you. Watch videos that educate and empower you. Spend time with people who believe in possibilities, who support your dreams, who challenge you to grow. Limit your exposure to negativity. Avoid gossip, drama, and toxic conversations. Distance yourself from people who drain your energy and discourage your goals. Your environment is a reflection of your inner world, and your inner world is shaped by your environment. If you want to change your life, change your environment to support your growth. And remember, your mind is a tool, and like any tool, it must be sharpened and maintained. Feed your mind with knowledge, with inspiration, with positive affirmations. Every day, speak words of belief over your life. I am capable. I am worthy. I am resilient. I am focused. I am disciplined. I am becoming the person I need to be to achieve my goals. These are not just words. They are declarations that shape your identity, your beliefs, and your actions. When you speak these words with emotion and conviction, you program your subconscious mind to align with them. Your subconscious mind is powerful. It controls your habits, your behaviors, and your automatic responses. If you want to change your habits, you must first change your subconscious programming, and you can do this through repetition and emotion. The more you repeat empowering affirmations, and the more emotion you attach to them, the more they will sink into your subconscious mind. Over time, these affirmations will become your default beliefs, and your actions will align with them automatically. This is how you build an unshakable mindset. It is not built in a day, but it is built daily. Every day you have the choice to feed your mind with positivity or negativity. Every day you have the choice to focus on possibilities or limitations. Every day you have the choice to believe in yourself or to doubt yourself. Choose wisely, because your choices today will create your tomorrow, and do not let the opinions of others control your mind. Most people are living lives that do not align with their true desires because they are afraid of what others will think. They allow the fear of judgment to silence their dreams. They allow the opinions of others to dictate their actions. They allow the expectations of society to determine their path. But this is your life, and you are the only one who will live with the consequences of your choices. Do not let the fear of judgment stop you from pursuing your dreams. Do not let the opinions of others silence your voice. Do not let the expectations of society keep you from living your purpose. You must have the courage to live your truth, to follow your vision, to pursue your dreams. Even when others do not understand, people will judge you whether you succeed or fail, so you might as well live your life on your terms. When you live in alignment with your purpose, when you pursue your dreams with conviction, you inspire others to do the same. You become a light in a world that is often dark with fear and doubt. Your courage will give others permission to be courageous. Your belief will inspire others to believe. Your actions will motivate others to act. Do not underestimate the power of your example. You have the power to create a ripple effect of positivity, belief, and action that can transform not only your life but the lives of those around you. But it begins with you. It begins with your decision to take control of your mind, to reprogram your beliefs, to align your thoughts with your vision. And it requires daily action, daily discipline, daily commitment. Do not wait for the perfect moment to start. The perfect moment is now. Do not wait until you feel ready. You will never feel fully ready. Start now and you will grow into readiness. Do not wait for fear to disappear. Move forward despite the fear. Fear is a natural part of growth. It is a sign that you are stepping outside of your comfort zone, that you are expanding your limits, that you are pursuing something greater. Do not let fear stop you. Use it as fuel to move forward. Every time you take action in the face of fear, you weaken its power over you. Every time you persist despite fear, you build your courage and your resilience. Fear will always be there, but it does not have to control you. You are stronger than your fear. You are more powerful than your doubt. You are capable of more than you can imagine. And it all begins with your belief. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams. Believe in your ability to overcome challenges. Believe in your worthiness to succeed. When you believe, you will act. When you act, you will grow. When you grow, you will achieve. And through it all, you will become the person you need to be to live the life you desire. So today, decide to take control of your mind. Decide to feed it with positivity. Decide to align your thoughts with your goals. Decide to take consistent action toward your vision. Because your future is created by what you do today, you have the power to create a life of abundance, freedom, and fulfillment. And it all begins with your belief. Believe, act, persist, and you will become unstoppable. Part 7. Trust yourself. The missing key to success. No one talks about what would your life look like if you fully trusted yourself. What dreams would you pursue if you truly believed you could not fail? You see, the power to transform your life lies not in your circumstances, but in your certainty. It is not about what the world thinks of you, but what you think of yourself. It is not about the opportunities others give you, but the opportunities you create for yourself through bold belief and relentless action. When you trust yourself, you unlock a force that is far greater than any obstacle in your path. You silence the noise of doubt and you tune in to the voice of your purpose. You stop asking for permission and you start creating your own permission. Most people live trapped in fear, paralyzed by doubt, waiting for signs from the world that it is safe to move forward. They wait for the economy to improve, for the right connection to appear, for the perfect moment to come. But those who succeed understand that the perfect moment is a myth. The perfect moment is created by those who decide to move forward in faith, even when fear is present. It is created by those who take the first step, not because they have all the answers, but because they trust themselves enough to learn along the way. Trusting yourself does not mean you will never make mistakes. It means you trust your ability to grow from those mistakes. It means you understand that failure is not the end, but a lesson that sharpens your vision and strengthens your resolve. You must decide that you will no longer let fear of failure dictate your choices. Failure is simply feedback, a temporary result, a stepping stone toward mastery. Every successful person you admire has failed, often many times, but they use those failures as fuel rather than as reasons to stop. You will not learn your strength by avoiding challenges. You will not build confidence by waiting on the sidelines. Confidence is earned by action, by facing discomfort, by leaning into the unknown and proving to yourself that you are capable. If you want to develop unshakable confidence, you must be willing to take imperfect action. You must be willing to look foolish in the beginning. You must be willing to start before you are ready. The world belongs to those who dare, not to those who wait. What would your life look like if you dared to trust yourself fully? Would you start the business you keep thinking about? Would you write the book that has been inside you for years? Would you move to the place your heart longs to be? Would you leave the job that drains your spirit and pursue the work that lights you up? Imagine waking up every day knowing that you are living in alignment with your highest calling, knowing that you are honoring your potential, knowing that you are growing and expanding into the person you are meant to be. That life is possible for you, but it requires you to trust yourself. Trust your ideas, trust your instincts, trust your desires. Your desires are not random. They are whispers from your purpose, guiding you toward the life you are meant to live. Stop dismissing your dreams as impossible. Stop shrinking your vision to fit the limitations of your current circumstances. Stop waiting for someone else to believe in you before you believe in yourself. You are the author of your story. You are the creator of your reality. You have the power to decide what you will tolerate, what you will pursue, what you will become, but it starts with trust. You must trust that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. You must trust that you can learn, adapt, and grow. You must trust that you are worthy of success, of abundance, of fulfillment. When you trust yourself, you stop playing small. You stop settling for less than you desire. You stop making decisions from fear and start making decisions from faith. And when you combine trust with consistent action, you become unstoppable. Action is the proof of your trust. It is easy to say you believe in yourself, but your actions will always reveal the truth. Are you taking actions that align with your dreams, or are you allowing fear to hold you back? Are you investing in your growth, in your skills, in your vision, or are you waiting for a sign that it is safe? You will never feel fully ready, and that is why you must act anyway. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a statement to yourself and to the world that you believe in your vision. You build trust in yourself by keeping the promises you make to yourself. If you say you will wake up early to work on your goals, do it. If you say you will invest in your growth, do it. If you say you will take the next step, do it. Every promise you keep strengthens your confidence. Every commitment you honor builds your belief. Every step you take expands your capacity. And as you continue to take action, you will notice something powerful. Your fear will begin to shrink, and your faith will begin to grow, because action is the antidote to fear. When you take action, you realize that most of your fears are illusions, magnified in your mind but powerless in reality. Action gives you evidence of your capability. It shows you that you can handle discomfort, that you can navigate challenges, that you can create results. Do not wait for confidence before you act. Act, and confidence will come. The person you admire, the one living with freedom and purpose, did not start with perfect confidence. They started with a decision to trust themselves enough to take the first step. And with each step, their confidence grew. That can be your story too. Decide today that you will no longer let fear dictate your actions. Decide that you will trust yourself, even in uncertainty. Decide that you will take the next step, even if it feels uncomfortable, because your dreams are worth it. Your purpose is worth it. Your future is worth it. You are worth it. You are not here to live a life of quiet desperation, to bury your dreams beneath fear, to live each day wondering, what if? You are here to live fully, to expand, to grow, to contribute, to thrive, and the path to that life begins with a single courageous decision to trust yourself. Trust yourself enough to take action. Trust yourself enough to persist when it gets hard. Trust yourself enough to believe that you can, and you will. Your potential is limitless, but it will remain dormant until you decide to trust yourself enough to pursue it. The world is waiting for your gifts, your ideas, your contribution. Do not deny the world your greatness because of fear. Step forward with faith. Take the first step, then take the next. Your future is created one step at a time, one decision at a time, one act of courage at a time. And remember, you do not have to see the entire path to take the first step. Clarity comes through action, not before it. As you take steps toward your vision, the path will become clearer. Opportunities will appear, resources will show up. People who can help you will enter your life, but none of this will happen if you stay stuck in fear. Action is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. Do not wait for the fear to go away. Move forward with the fear and watch it transform into faith. Trust yourself, trust the process, trust your journey. You have everything within you to create the life you desire, but it begins with your decision to trust yourself and to take action. Make that decision today. Your future self will thank you. Part 8, Live with Intention. Transform your life with purpose. What does it truly mean to live with intention? It means you are no longer allowing life to simply happen to you. It means you stop drifting through your days, reacting to whatever comes your way, surrendering your power to distractions and circumstances. Living with intention is deciding who you want to become and aligning your daily actions with that vision. It is waking up with purpose, moving with clarity, and acting with focus. When you live with intention, you are no longer living on autopilot. You are consciously designing your life, shaping your future, and becoming the architect of your destiny. Every day becomes an opportunity to move closer to your goals, to grow, to contribute, to live in alignment with your highest values. But to live with intention, you must first know what you want. Most people struggle because they have never taken the time to define what success means to them. They chase what society tells them to chase, they pursue goals that do not align with their true desires, and they find themselves feeling empty even when they achieve those goals. Clarity is power. When you are clear about what you want, you can align your focus, your energy, and your actions with that vision. What do you truly want in your life? What does success look like for you? What kind of person do you want to become? What kind of impact do you want to have? Take time to answer these questions honestly, without judgment, without considering what others expect from you. Your vision is yours alone. It does not need to make sense to anyone else. Once you are clear on what you want, you must align your daily actions with that vision. This is where most people fall short. They have dreams, but their actions do not reflect those dreams. They say they want to be successful, but they spend their time on distractions. They say they want to be healthy, but they neglect their bodies. They say they want to grow, but they do not invest in their minds. Your actions reveal your true priorities. If you want to know what you truly value, look at how you spend your time. If your actions are not aligned with your goals, you will live in frustration. You will feel the tension between what you desire and what you are experiencing, and that tension will drain your energy and your spirit. Alignment creates power. When your actions align with your vision, you move with confidence. You feel a sense of integrity within yourself, a sense of congruence that fuels your motivation. Living with intention means taking ownership of your time, your energy, and your focus. It means you stop wasting time on things that do not serve your goals. It means you eliminate distractions that pull you away from your purpose. It means you say no to what does not align with your vision so you can say yes to what does. Your time is your most valuable resource. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. Treat your time with respect. Guard it fiercely. Invest it wisely. Every moment you spend is a moment you will never get back. Make sure you are spending your moments on things that matter. Living with intention also means taking responsibility for your results. It is easy to blame circumstances, other people, or external factors for where you are in life, but blame keeps you stuck. It robs you of your power to change. When you take full responsibility for your life, you reclaim your power. You realize that while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you can always control how you respond. Your response determines your results. Your response determines your growth. Your response determines your future. No matter what challenges you face, you have the power to choose your perspective, to find the lesson, and to use it to become stronger. Challenges are not here to break you. They are here to shape you, to teach you, to prepare you for the next level of your journey. Living with intention also means surrounding yourself with the right environment. Your environment has a powerful influence on your mindset, your habits, and your actions. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you to grow, who believe in your vision. Distance yourself from negative influences, from people who drain your energy, from environments that pull you away from your purpose. Create an environment that supports your growth. Fill your space with reminders of your goals. Read books that expand your mind. Listen to content that fuels your spirit. Engage in conversations that uplift and empower you. Living with intention means prioritizing your growth. Your greatest investment will always be in yourself. The more you grow, the more your life will grow. The more you expand your mindset, your skills, and your character, the more opportunities you will attract. Make growth a daily habit. Read, learn, reflect, and apply what you learn. Seek feedback and use it to improve. Challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone, to do things that stretch you, to pursue goals that excite and scare you. Growth requires discomfort, but it also leads to fulfillment. Living with intention also means taking care of your physical and mental well-being. Your body is the vessel through which you experience life. When you take care of your health, you increase your energy, your focus, and your capacity to take action. Prioritize movement, nutrition, rest, and recovery. Treat your body with respect, not as an afterthought. Your mind is your most powerful tool. Guard it against negativity. Feed it with positivity. Practice gratitude, mindfulness, and presence. When you live with intention, you align your mind, your body, and your spirit with your vision. You become a force of nature, moving with purpose, driven by passion, fueled by a clear sense of direction. Your life will not transform by accident. It will transform through intention, through conscious decisions, and through consistent action. Decide today to live with intention. Decide that you will no longer drift through life. Decide that you will no longer waste your time on things that do not matter. Decide that you will take ownership of your results, your growth, and your future. Decide that you will align your daily actions with your vision. And remember, intention without action is meaningless. It is not enough to know what you want, you must act on it. Action turns intention into reality. Do not wait for the perfect time to start. Start now with what you have, where you are. Take small steps consistently. Small intentional actions, repeated daily, will lead to massive results over time. Your future is created by what you do today. Live today with intention, and you will shape a future that aligns with your highest vision. You have the power to create a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. It begins with your decision to live with intention. Make that decision now. Live with clarity, live with purpose, live with intention, and watch as your life transforms. Part 9, How to Live a Life of Power and Peace. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to create success almost effortlessly while others struggle for years with no progress? It is not luck, and it is not talent alone. The secret is alignment. Alignment means your thoughts, beliefs, words, and actions are working together in harmony toward your vision. It means there is no conflict between what you say you want and what you actually do each day. Most people say they want success, but their daily habits reflect comfort, fear, and avoidance. They say they want to be wealthy, but their actions are driven by scarcity and instant gratification. They say they want to grow, but they do not invest their time in learning and evolving. This inner conflict drains energy, creates frustration, and keeps people stuck in cycles of self-sabotage. When you are out of alignment, you live with anxiety because deep down you know you are not honoring your potential. You know you are capable of more, but your actions are not reflecting that capability. You feel restless, dissatisfied, and disconnected from your purpose. Alignment is the bridge to fulfillment. When you align your beliefs with your vision, you begin to think in a way that supports your dreams. When you align your thoughts with your words, you speak life into your goals rather than speaking doubt. When you align your words with your actions, you build trust in yourself and momentum in your journey. Alignment brings power. It brings peace. It brings clarity. It is the foundation of unstoppable momentum. How do you create alignment in your life? You start by getting radically honest with yourself. Ask yourself, are my daily habits aligned with my goals? Are my thoughts empowering or limiting? Are my words building my faith or feeding my fear? Am I making choices that align with my highest vision, or am I allowing comfort to control me? These questions require courage because they will reveal where you have been out of alignment, but they will also show you the path back to your power. When you discover where you are out of alignment, you can begin to make intentional shifts. If your habits are not aligned with your goals, change them one by one. If your thoughts are negative, challenge them and replace them with empowering beliefs. If your words are filled with doubt, choose to speak words of faith and possibility. You cannot build a life of abundance while thinking in scarcity. You cannot build a life of freedom while acting in fear. You cannot build a life of purpose while spending your days in distraction. Alignment requires discipline. It requires you to say no to what does not serve your vision, even when it is tempting. It requires you to stay focused on your goals, even when distractions are everywhere. It requires you to take action, even when you do not feel like it. But the rewards of alignment are worth every sacrifice. When you live in alignment, you wake up with energy and clarity because you know you are on the path to your highest purpose. You feel a deep sense of fulfillment because your actions reflect your values. You build momentum because every step you take is moving you toward your goals. Alignment turns hard work into inspired work. When you are aligned, your actions feel purposeful, and you are fueled by passion rather than pressure. Alignment also requires you to let go of what no longer serves you. This may mean letting go of old habits, old beliefs, and even old relationships that keep you anchored to your past. Growth requires release. If you hold on to limiting beliefs about who you are and what you are capable of, you will sabotage your progress. If you continue to entertain relationships that drain your energy, you will struggle to find the strength to pursue your dreams. If you continue to engage in habits that numb your discomfort rather than heal it, you will remain stuck. Letting go is not easy, but it is necessary. You must be willing to release the old to make space for the new. You must be willing to step into the unknown to discover your true potential. You must be willing to leave the comfort of your current life to create the life you truly desire. This is the path of alignment. And on this path, you will discover your power. You will realize that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but a creator of your reality. You will understand that you are not here to live a life of quiet resignation, but a life of bold expression. You will experience the peace that comes from knowing you are living in integrity with your purpose. You will feel the joy that comes from making progress toward your dreams. Alignment also requires faith. Faith in yourself, faith in your vision, faith in the process. There will be moments on your journey when the path is unclear, when progress feels slow, when challenges arise. In these moments, you must trust that your efforts are not in vain. You must trust that every step you take, no matter how small, is moving you closer to your goals. You must trust that the universe is working with you, not against you. Faith is the fuel that keeps you moving when evidence is not yet visible. Your mind will try to convince you to quit. Doubt will whisper that it is not working. Fear will tell you to return to comfort. But your faith will remind you why you started. It will remind you of your vision, your purpose, your potential. Faith is a choice, not a feeling. You choose to believe, even when you cannot see the results yet. You choose to persist, even when it is difficult. You choose to trust, even when fear is present. This is how alignment and faith work together to create unstoppable momentum. When your thoughts, beliefs, words, and actions are aligned, and you fuel that alignment with faith, you become a force that cannot be stopped. You move forward with confidence, with clarity, with conviction. You inspire others through your example because people can feel the energy of someone who is living in alignment. They can see the light in your eyes, the passion in your voice, the certainty in your actions, and your example will give others permission to align their lives with their own purpose. This is how you become a leader, not by title, but by example. You lead through your alignment. You lead through your faith. You lead through your relentless commitment to your vision. And as you continue to align your life with your purpose, you will discover a deep sense of peace and fulfillment that cannot be found in external achievements alone. Because alignment is not just about achieving goals, it is about becoming the person you are meant to be. It is about living each day with integrity, with intention, with love. It is about knowing that your life is an expression of your highest values and that you are making a difference in the world simply by being who you are. So today, take a moment to reflect. Where in your life are you out of alignment? What beliefs, habits, or relationships are pulling you away from your purpose? What small actions can you take today to begin aligning your life with your vision? What can you let go of to make space for what you truly desire? Remember, alignment is a journey, not a destination. You do not have to be perfect to begin. You simply have to be willing to take the next step, to make the next choice, to move a little closer to your vision each day. And as you do, you will find that life begins to open up for you. Opportunities will appear, resources will find you, the right people will enter your life, because when you align your life with your purpose, you align with the flow of the universe. You begin to live in harmony with the natural laws of growth, contribution, and abundance. Your life becomes a reflection of your highest self, so choose alignment today. Choose to live with intention. Choose to act with purpose. Choose to think thoughts that empower you. Choose to speak words that build faith. Choose to take actions that move you toward your dreams. Your life is too precious to waste in misalignment. You have a purpose that only you can fulfill. You have gifts that only you can share. You have a vision that only you can bring to life. Honor that vision. Align with that purpose. Live each day as an expression of your highest self. And watch as your life transforms into something extraordinary. Part 10. Take ownership of your life. The final step to unstoppable success. There is a moment in every journey where you must decide who you will become. Not who the world expects you to be, not who your past has conditioned you to be, but who you truly desire to be. This moment is the moment of ownership. It is the moment where you look at your life with clear eyes and decide that from this day forward you will live as the creator, not the victim. You will no longer allow circumstances to define your spirit. You will no longer allow fear to silence your voice. You will no longer allow comfort to steal your potential. You will own your life. This ownership is the foundation of unstoppable success. When you own your life, you accept full responsibility for your results. You understand that while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you can always control your response. You can always control your focus, your attitude, your effort, and your actions. Ownership empowers you to take back your life from excuses, blame, and self-pity. It is easy to point fingers at others, to blame the economy, your upbringing, your circumstances, or your past. But blame will never change your life. Only ownership will. When you accept full responsibility for where you are, you gain the power to change where you are going. You stop waiting for someone to save you, and you realize you are your own rescue. You stop waiting for the perfect moment, and you create your own opportunities. You stop living in regret, and you begin living in purpose. Ownership requires honesty. It requires you to look at your habits, your beliefs, and your choices without denial. Ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my highest values? Am I taking daily actions that reflect my goals? Am I using my time and energy wisely? Am I making excuses, or am I making progress? These questions will challenge you, but they will also awaken you. They will remind you that you have more power than you realize. You have the power to change your habits. You have the power to change your environment. You have the power to change your mindset. You have the power to change your future, but it begins with ownership. When you own your life, you stop negotiating with your excuses. You stop telling yourself stories about why you cannot, and you start asking yourself how you can. You stop letting fear control your choices, and you start using courage to guide your actions. You stop shrinking to fit the expectations of others, and you start expanding to fulfill your own potential. Ownership is a daily decision. Every day you will be faced with choices. Choices to grow or to stay the same. Choices to act with courage or to retreat in fear. Choices to honor your vision or to betray it for temporary comfort. Choose growth, choose courage, choose vision. The world needs your gifts, your ideas, your contribution. Do not deny the world your greatness because you are afraid of failing. Failure is not final. It is feedback. It is a part of the process. Every successful person has failed, but what separates them is they did not let failure define them. They used it to refine them. When you own your life, you see failure as a teacher, not as an enemy. You learn, you adapt, you adjust, and you continue moving forward. Because progress is always better than perfection. Perfection is a trap that keeps people stuck, waiting, overthinking, and never moving. Progress is the path to mastery. You get better by doing, by acting, by learning through experience. Do not fear starting small. Every master was once a beginner. Every expert was once a student. Every leader was once unsure. You will never feel fully ready, and that is why you must act now. Acting now, even imperfectly, builds momentum. Momentum builds confidence. Confidence builds mastery. This is how you transform your life, through action, through persistence, through ownership. And as you continue on this journey, you will discover a truth that will change everything for you. Your mindset is your greatest asset. Everything begins in your mind. Your beliefs shape your actions. Your thoughts shape your emotions. Your focus shapes your experience. If you want to change your life, you must first change your mind. This is why relentless belief is so powerful. When you believe in yourself, you take different actions. You approach challenges with confidence. You persist when others quit. You see opportunities where others see obstacles. Belief creates resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep moving forward despite difficulties, to maintain faith in the face of uncertainty. Without belief, challenges will break you. With belief, challenges will build you. Without belief, fear will stop you. With belief, fear will fuel you. Do not allow temporary setbacks to define your potential. Do not allow fear to silence your dreams. Your belief is sacred. It is the foundation of your future. Feed it daily with positive affirmations, with empowering thoughts, with inspiring content, with aligned actions. Surround yourself with people who believe in possibility, who support your vision, who encourage your growth. Your environment matters. You become like the people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Spend time with people who are moving in the direction you want to go. Learn from them, be inspired by them, and let their energy elevate you. And just as you seek inspiration, be an inspiration. Be the person who encourages others to believe in themselves. Be the person who takes courageous action despite fear. Be the person who lives with integrity, purpose, and passion. Your life will become a message of what is possible when you live with relentless belief, unwavering ownership, and consistent action. And remember, this journey is not just about achieving goals. It is about who you become in the process. Your goals will give you direction, but your growth will give you fulfillment. You are here to expand, to evolve, to discover your potential, and to use it to make a difference in the world. Success without fulfillment is empty. Fulfillment comes from living in alignment with your purpose. As you move forward, keep asking yourself, am I living in alignment with my purpose? Am I growing into the person I am capable of becoming? Am I making a positive impact on the lives of others? These questions will keep you grounded, focused, and inspired. They will remind you that your journey is bigger than you. You are part of something greater. Your growth, your success, your contribution create a ripple effect that impacts your family, your community, and the world. Do not underestimate the power of your life. You have the ability to inspire, to uplift, to empower, to lead. You do this by living fully, by believing deeply, by acting courageously. So as you complete this journey, let this be your commitment, to live with relentless belief in yourself and your vision, to take ownership of your life and your results, to align your thoughts, words, and actions with your purpose, to persist through challenges with resilience and faith, to grow continuously and to contribute meaningfully, to live each day with intention, purpose, and passion. This is how you reprogram your mind for unstoppable success. This is how you transform your life from the inside out. This is how you create a legacy that will outlive you. Your time is now. The world is waiting for you to rise, to lead, to create, to inspire. Do not hold back. Live fully, love deeply, believe relentlessly, and remember, you are capable, you are worthy, and you are ready. Now go create the life you were born to live.